Have you ever wondered what makes a high-value man attractive and respected by women? High-value men attract women not just with suave looks or outstanding achievements, but with inner qualities full of allure and worth. These virtues, often highlighted in Stoic philosophy, not only make them appealing but also make women want to come back to them time and time again. According to Stoicism, high-value men don't get swept away by intense emotions. Instead, they know how to regulate and control their own minds. This isn't just a display of inner strength, but also a sign of stability and confidence. Today, let's discuss the 10 charismatic traits of a high-value man from a Stoic perspective. Once you grasp these traits, you'll understand how to become a man loved and respected by women. You'll become magnetic to every woman and never worry about being overlooked or rejected again. Be sure to like this video before we start also and give us your support. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a powerful insight on your journey to becoming a stronger version of yourself. Now, stay focused and let's begin. 1. He doesn't desperately crave her attention. Picture this scenario to understand a key Stoic principle applied to relationships. Imagine two individuals. The first one is constantly messaging a woman, eagerly inquiring about her day, and plans to meet again. The second one focuses on his own life, reaching out less frequently but meaningfully. Who do you think captures her interest more effectively? Stoic wisdom suggests it would be the latter, the one who is not desperate for attention. In the Stoic view, tranquility and self-sufficiency are vital. A man who embodies these qualities does not seek external validation through constant attention from a woman. This time around, though, it is on his own terms, as he knows that security in oneself and their value will trump being adventurous or mysterious any day of the week. Because a partner can only be of value to us, they cannot hold their own without support. Women are more attracted to men that exhibit confidence and independence because it indicates the type of mate who might actually help provide a decent life for them. Take, for example, the classic story of Penelope from ancient mythology. Suitors crowded her, each more desperate than the last to gain her favor. Yet it was Odysseus, despite being away and facing his own trials, maintained his composure and self-worth, ultimately winning back her heart. This story echoes the Stoic ideal that true attraction stems from self-assurance and emotional independence, not from desperation or neediness. A high-value individual knows that if a connection with a woman does not flourish, it reflects no deficiency in him. He recognizes that compatibility plays a crucial role, and it's healthier to find someone with whom mutual respect and interest are naturally aligned. So, from a Stoic perspective, a man's lack of desperation for a woman's attention is not merely a tactic. It is a reflection of his inner stability and understanding of his worth. This makes him not only more appealing, but also leads to healthier, more genuine relationships. By focusing on developing oneself and maintaining serene confidence, a man becomes more likely to attract a partner who appreciates and resonates with his authentic self. Moreover, not craving attention also means that a high-value man does not overextend himself in trying to impress. He knows his value isn't measured by how many texts he sends out or how often he's up in her shit. He instead invests his energy in growing as an individual and other meaningful passion that make for a fulfilling life independently. It is very Stoic, where the authentic contentment comes from your own self-contained solace, not achieving it through others. When embodied by a man, it serves as an example to his partner of how to reclaim her own independence and self-worth. Such respect for their independence on both sides of the partners provides an equilibrium partnership, providing power. Women are attracted to men who inspire them to bring their best selves, and a high-value man not in need of the spotlight allows this natural cycle with room for it. At its core, the Stoic solution to neediness will change how a man relates with women, which not only makes his time much more appreciated but also enriches all his interactions. It is a good reminder that real attraction and connection results from inner strength, confidence, one's respect for themselves as well as others. 2. He uplifts her genuinely. The ability to sincerely lift others is seen as a deep form of respect and appreciation in the Stoic tradition. One tenet of Stoicism is the importance of acknowledging and honoring virtues, not just within ourselves, but in others as a way to earn respect from our peers while simultaneously strengthening relationships. A high-earning man knows this pretty well and uses it in his relations with ladies. Compliments of the empty flattery kind are worthless and shallow. They do precious little to make any woman feel good about herself. It's appreciation of her characteristics and what she brings to the table. This might be recognizing her ingenuity in solving a tough work issue, or how kind she was through an unpleasant situation, or the unique angle on things that she brings to discussions. Those affirmations help to reinforce that she is appreciated, and not just for what she offers or has done, but who she is. Instead of generic flattery, e.g., "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," that is fake and excessive. We should try to be more authentic with our admiration by deferring to real specifics, as in, "I love how gracefully you handled yourself when dealing with it." Or, "She sure inspired me, thanks for being such a passionate hobbyist." I like that these comments lead to you knowing more about who she is and what she does, not just her external shell. A Stoic perspective on relationships concentrates on real, authentic connections. Whenever he gives you an authentic and substantial compliment, it shows that the man cares about other stuff than just your appearance alone. Note, if a guy does this, because Stoicism teaches us to prioritize on virtues, the manner in which he supports and unites is actually a parallel to his own make. By celebrating all the things that makes her great, whether she is getting a promotion or jumping 2 feet off this board into life while he watches on. Seriously, I'm an idiot. Not only does Paget make herself feel better and increase his sexual probability to win ratio exponentially, but they then share such a deep-rooted respect for each other as people, loved ones, humans who both know how good media marketing analysis can actually be. In doing so, both partners feel supported and acknowledged, which reinforces gratitude for one another, enhancing the relationship, creating a powerful bond. More than saying it out loud, how you make a woman feel through your actions is what really matters. Supporting her with what she is passionate about, being at her side while facing tough times, and uplifting voice to do more things that will work better for you are examples of the true upliftment. This lets her know she is important, respected for who she really is and what only she can do. And a high-value man knows that true upliftment is not sticking to cliches, but actually listening and being empathetic, is listening to what she has been thinking and feeling, thus acknowledging her thoughts, giving credence to her voice while exhibiting care for how he feels about where those are emotions taking him. This level of engagement establishes trust and brings emotional closeness, making them be closer. Genuine upliftment of a woman also includes acknowledging her individuality and making sure she can be herself, unapologetically, instead of forcing her into a specific ideal to make himself feel better about her. The high-value man respects and appreciates who she is as an individual, while aiding that being in continuing to be herself. It is in this very offering of acceptance and encouragement that provides her with a safe environment to grow. To sum it up, the Stoic idea of helping your partner with a gentle touch not only makes the relation better, but also gives chances for personal growth and fulfillment on both ends. And that is a strong reminder about what real, actually palatable attraction and genuine connection takes to pave the way. And by living out this principle, the high-value man will be a totem of inspiration and power for the woman who loves him, making their connection unforgettable. 3. He embodies confidence and self-assurance. Put yourself into a typical social situation. You are at some event, and notice this one lady that catches your interest. You feel called to listen, but balk at the idea of saying hello. Higher-level masculine man, one who knows his worth and what he has to offer a woman because of it, would walk up to her lightheartedly. He may not be afraid of rejection, This self-confidence is not only sexy, it plays to the Epicurean philosophy, which focuses on two key principles: knowing oneself and supporting equanimity, stone-facedness in spite of any natural influence. This is attractive in social context, since people who are self-aware and resilient will most likely not respond with knee-jerk reactions or get involved into petty conflicts, but keep their cool head meanwhile. Good many men know their virtues, respect themselves, and count on self-satisfaction to bring them through. This healthy self-image portrays him as humble, but still confident. He approaches the woman without needing to prove himself, but there is a genuine curiosity. Take the example of a man who, on recognizing an attractive woman at a party, some things are up to us and some things not. His approach is within his control. Her response is not. With this mindset, he can approach her calmly and confidently, prepared for any outcome. If she accepts his conversation, awesome. If not, he graciously steps back and makes like a tree, because rejection has never lowered the worth of any man. Women are often attracted to this kind of confidence because it suggests a partner who is secure and stable, qualities that contribute to a healthy relationship. A confident man does not rely on others for his self-esteem. Instead, he finds it within himself through his actions and his philosophy. This makes him not only a more appealing romantic partner, but also a stronger, more reliable individual. Furthermore, a Stoic confidence is quietly compelling because it isn't just about knowing he is a catch, but about being deeply rooted in his values and principles. This depth is what truly attracts others. This is no false bravado, but a core self-belief that vibrates at multiple levels. Ultimately, being secure in one's identity, as Stoicism teaches us, is not about trying to prove anything or defend oneself from rejection. It is to genuinely live in line with your real nature. These qualities not only increase a man's desirability in the eyes of women, but also make interactions with and around him infinitely more vibrant, cultivated depth to his worldview, which is power. Moreover, confidence and self-assurance extend beyond initial interactions. These qualities help with stability and trust in a relationship. A strong male does not see his partner as competition, but rather is proud and supportive when she achieves greatness on her own. This leads to a healthy and empowering relationship in which each of them can find true happiness. Additionally, a Stoic approach to confidence involves a continuous commitment to self-improvement and growth. Confidence is a dynamic, not fixed state of being. For the high-value man, he knows that it comes through constantly striving to better himself in his skills, knowledge, and character. In his quest to be the best man that he can possibly be, a guy is not only able to improve an already great life, but also becomes a more attractive and inspirational mate. All, in a sense, is underpinned by this Stoic principle of confidence and self-assuredness that changes how men enter relationships or interactions with the world. It creates an internal power and a groundedness that comes from deep within, which is very sexy to the kind of girl you are going to connect with on a deeper level. By living this principle, a high-value man manifests as inspiration and sponsorship, naturally leading into the best relationship possible, fulfilled and harmonious. 4. He treats her as an equal. Equality is one of the cornerstones for a healthy relationship between two partners. She is seen and treated as an equal to your high-value man, who prizes Stoic principles. This approach not only aligns with ethical and moral standards, but also fosters a more profound and balanced connection. Recognizing the intrinsic value in every individual is something that Stoicism emphasizes. So when it comes to noticing a woman's mind and valuing her thoughts, feeling and experience just as important as his own. For this to happen on a practical level, it may look like co-creating solutions together or open communication with her and valuing what she has to say. For example, in a Stoic relationship, a man wouldn't assume his career aspirations take precedence over hers. Instead, he would engage in discussions about their goals, listen to her perspectives, and make joint decisions that reflect both their ambitions. This sense of empowerment contributes to a foundation for trust and mutual respect between the two parties. Imagine a high-value man looking to make the big move of relocating for that new city job, who includes his lady in somewhat semi-open conversation. She feels heard and is considered in his decision-making process. It shows respect and integrity around the partnership, as well how strong your alliance is. Part of treating a woman as an equal is to respect her boundaries and autonomy. A quality man knows this and would give both himself as well you room to breathe. He supports her pursuits and encourages her to maintain her own identity and interests. This respect for her individuality creates a balanced and empowering dynamic where both partners can grow and thrive together. Moreover, equality in a relationship fosters open and honest communication. A high-value man appreciates his woman's perspectives and includes her in the decision-making. A means of fostering a symbiotic relationship where both partners feel supported and appreciated, which rallies better problem-solving. Decisions turn out. Equality also extends to emotional support. A high-value man recognizes that both partners have emotional needs and vulnerabilities. He is there for her during difficult times, providing support and understanding without judgment. This mutual emotional support reinforces their relationship and cultivates a safe environment in which both can grow. At the end of the day, equal is not only fair, it makes for a more solid and peaceful union with one special creature simply by defaulting into what some may call order. A classic reminder that true attraction and bonding should have more in common than just two legs to stand on. When a high-value man embodies this principle, he becomes a pillar of strength and an unassuming provider in his bond with the woman. To sum up, without stoically treating a partner with such requisites of sharing ideas in place as well, there cannot be any semblance to maintaining or having even existed within what might have been deemed an actual relationship. The result is that it breeds mutual respect, open communication, and joint decision-making, bringing a balanced empowerment dynamic. Through this principle, he lays a solid foundation for an awesome and balanced relationship where both parties can blossom together. 5. He listens to her deeply. While talking is second nature, listening tends to be conversely rare as a skill, and however, that makes it all the more important when building and maintaining relationships. Within the framework of Stoicism, listening is considered both a minor virtue and a fundamental exercise around presence and respect. The high-value man knows it is crucial to listen and not just hear the woman, but, of course, it is the depth of listening that leads to real connection and understanding in any relationship. Think about the usual dialogue, whereby one just says something while pausing listening, and another allows being spoken at rather than to. This kind of interaction sounds very superficial, and the person who spoke will probably leave feeling like their words fell on deaf ears. Instead, the Stoic-influenced listener remains fully present to learn about both what and how the speaker feels without immediately rushing in with advice or solutions. When a woman tells you things about her life, if she perceives you to be high level, then your proper response is active listening. When the actual case might very well indeed call for an onyx and pewter reply. Acting with tender empathy, asking genuine questions that show a deep interest in what she has to say. He would say things like, "Seems like you are really excited about this project." Or, "I can understand why that scenario nicked you off." These answers demonstrate empathy and his ability to not just hear her, but acknowledge what she is saying. Wisdom, beginning and listening. Staying stoic. Medium, when a man really listens, he shows that he respects the woman's thoughts and emotions, opening her up to him in the process. This level of involvement also enables him to answer more thoughtfully and adaptively, leading to a greater relationship oriented on deep communication and support. Moreover, true listening is an act of humility and presence. Key Stoic virtues. It involves being with someone completely, putting yourself and your ego aside to experience the other. It deepens our connections with others and is deeply in line with the Stoic aspiration to a mindful, virtuous life. In summary, a high-value man who listens deeply embodies Stoic principles of presence, respect, and empathy. This further enhances his connections and attracts a more fulfilled life for both partners. To add, deep listening creates emotional intimacy and trust in a relationship. Women open up and talk about what she really thinks when a man has her feel that he wants to hear, understand, etc. This will help both of them to be able to share with one another more openly and feel completely safe in doing so. Deep listening, in addition to increasing a man's value within the relationship, allows him to understand what they, usually your female counterpart, need and desires. This way he listens to the words and emotions she uses in a response that is not more effective and allows him to give her the support, understanding, etc. This creates a more balanced relationship where both partners feel heard and understood. Deep listening also means that conflicts and misunderstandings can be resolved. When a high-value man has the ability to see things happen from his partner's point of view, you can handle it in a mature way and with empathy. This decreases the probability of misunderstandings and extra constructive and respectful dialogues. In other words, deep listening, one of the Stoic principles referred within, describes Stoicism as a training to turn yourself into an expert listener, changes how you relate to women, and makes your company feel more precious, make relationships deeper. Realization, if anything, it is a timely lesson of how real connect or intimacy happens when one truly relates to you, not otherwise. This guidance allows a man to build an awesome relationship where he not only can be with the woman but also supports his growth and hers. Following these Stoic virtues, a high-value man which develops characteristics that make him naturally attractive and respected by women. The things that are directly associated with an unbreakable bond, something only the truly charismatic people possess. A rarity among us, charm on the surface and character beneath, deep-rooted to create real ties, while forming legitimate bonds. Now, as he becomes that magnetic power, exuding confidence and real positivity with regards to himself, and not treating women differently, just by being who is, the next thing you know is more women will start coming back for him because they respect him in a whole new light. 6. He demonstrates emotional control. One of the fundamental aspects of Stoic philosophy is that to be happy, one has to control their emotions over being controlled by them. An emotionally mature man knows that emotional regulation doesn't mean lack of feelings, but dealing with situations rationally and calmly. This quality is really hot because it shows a sense of strength and maturity. Imagine a couple experiencing a major stressor, perhaps less income than expected, or disappointment with another close friend. A high-value man who exhibits Stoic emotional control will handle the topic in a poised, calm demeanor and tackle it with little emotion. High, because he did not allow the anger and exasperation to get in his way, but rather looked for a practical solution, making himself available until landing on solid ground with his partner. For instance, when a woman brings her worries or frustrations to the table, he listens without feeling like she is attacking and responds angrily defensive. He pauses and allows her perspective to surface, then answers in a calm manner that shows he is taking seriously both how she feels and his interest in resolving the issue amicably. The trust and respect in the relationship increases with this level of self-control. So the simple premise of Stoicism is that we should concern ourselves only with what benefits us or the self, which does not include anything external to our own interpretations of events. This principle allows the high-value man to become a solid foundation of safety and security for his partner. Women are naturally attracted to men who take life's lemons and turn them into ecological friendly lemonades. This shows that the man can be a dependable provider. This goes on to help a high-value man navigate conflicts and disagreements in an unreactive way. He is also not a person who gets working up and emotional when there are feuds, however. What he does do differently to the vast majority of men out there is that tackles dispute with some kind of calm rationale, seeking resolution for themselves both. Arguing is far less likely to continue on into hours-long fights, and also makes for a happier partnership. Emotional self-discipline. also includes the nature of control. A high-value man is aware that he has emotional triggers, and he mitigates them skillfully. This self-awareness gives him the ability to keep his cool in hard situations, and enables him to act within accordance of his values. Bottom line, being able to control one's emotional state as a direct result of the adoption of Stoic philosophy will increase his relational fortitude. The mutual agreement gives them a sense of security, confidence, and self-respect that forms the bulwark for leading a productive life together. On which basis it can be said that this is a principle embodied by the high-value man, because they are strong and supportive even to their girlfriend or wife through thick and thin of life. 7. He pursues continuous self-improvement. One principle from Stoic philosophy is the strive for continuous improvement. A high-value man knows that personal growth never ends. He is always looking to better himself in every area of life. Such dedication to self-growth is very alluring. It subcommunicates ambition, a strong work ethic, and determination towards being the best possible version of oneself. Think about a man who regularly dedicates time to learning new skills, improving his physical fitness and mental emotional health. He is a better man because he never stops working to be optimally psychological. And predictably, this spills over into all of his relationships as well. His pursuit of living his best life also makes him a more efficient and inspirational partner. High-value man who puts an emphasis on growth might choose to learn a new skill, go back to school, or start working out. These activities improve his life and add to a fulfilling, vibrant relationship. His partner will probably respect and maybe envy how committed he is to a life filled with personal development. One of the core Stoic values, for example, is that personal excellence will always be a work in progress. A high-value man embodies this principle and leads by example in his relationship, creating a culture of co-growth between himself and the person he is with. Having a common goal to grow together in the same direction builds an unmatched bond, as both people fight every day for being better individuals. Additionally, striving to be a better man builds his self-confidence and self-worth, with the accomplishment and pride as he nails it, beats the challenges. But it was so attractive to those hot women. Such confidence leads to a more uplifting vibe in the relationship. Moreover, practicing continuous self-improvement is also a promise to better your emotional and mental health. A high-quality man values self-care and is willing to take care of his mind-body connection, thereby avoiding binge drinking that would lead him towards less masculine emotions such as vulnerability. These practices include things like mindfulness, meditation, and getting help when necessary. In this way, he is more of a built-up and better partner as opposed to putting his well-being aside for hers. The summary being, the Stoic rule of improving incessantly changes how a man shows up in his personal and relationship life. It promotes ambition, toughness, and confidence, which are highly attractive traits that women dig. The man who embodies this principle establishes the frame for a grounded and exciting relationship that both partners may now grow and flourish. 8. He values integrity and honesty. Integrity and honesty are important principles in Stoicism. High-value man should be honest and live a truthful life. The nature of a man devoted to integrity and honesty will be very appealing and intriguing. This personality attracts trust, self-esteem, and assurance. Imagine a situation where a man is met with some tough decision to make that put his moral philosophy values on trial. A man of high value and Stoic principle will always opt to follow the path of his integrity, though it may be harder or less beneficial in immediate context. Such commitment to truthful and ethical dealing illustrates his character as well as generates respect in everyone. For instance, if a high-value man is an honest and integral man, he will be honest and integral with his woman. The man will be sincere with his woman, expressing his thought, feelings, and intentions to her. This type of openness is the basis for trust and respect, and it also strengthens the emotional connection with the woman. Stoicism teaches that a man of integrity is a man of action as integrity means acting in accordance with your beliefs and values. The man of high value becomes her rock, the way her life and her reliability. Dare I say, women want someone who is honest and can rely on her life. Secondly, living our life with integrity and an honest effort to be a good person help make your relationship that much more comfortable for respecting each other. The truth and transparency lower the chance of misunderstandings and conflicts. It fosters a climate of greater acceptance and caring for each other, ensuring that both partners feel respected. Integrity also encompasses holding oneself accountable and being able to take responsibility for one's actions. Instead, a high-value man embraces and thrives off his mistakes or challenges, knowing that these events is their opportunity to grow/diversify further. That by admitting his mistakes and striving to better himself, he has proven that being great matters. At its core, the Stoic virtue of integrity and honesty enhances a man's capability to form stronger relationships. It builds trust, respect, and security. It is the basis for a strong relationship. Training helps, obviously, otherwise they will run wild in their shelter during placement. With this doctrine in mind, a high-value man provides his spouse with gravity and shelter by going through life on the foundation of respect, as well as honor. 9. He practices gratitude and appreciation. Marcus Aurelius taught that gratitude and appreciation are both Stoic practices. A high-value man knows the power of acknowledgement and appreciation for all the great things in life and within his relationships. Gratitude makes you content, and that energy is so attractive on a deep emotional level. For example, there is a man who takes time to reflect on all he has gratitude for: his health, his relationships with others, and the accomplishments in life. Regular practice of gratitude not only increases his self-investment, but also benefits those relationships. He simply appreciates the people and experiences in his life, which makes him a much less insecure person, as well as a more satisfied one. For instance, if a value and high-value man were to practice gratitude, he would show appreciation for how supportive of him his girlfriend truly is. He may say, "I'm lucky because you are very nice and help." Or perhaps it is even more like my wife's at that time, who said to me, "Thank God." I realized what she was doing before the 5th year of their marriage together. They, if you will, with gratitude, strengthen the framework of connection through respect and appreciation. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is an acknowledgement of what is valuable and focuses on the positive aspects in our lives. This principle is what a high-value man lives by to create the kind of relationship that delivers happiness for both. Gratitude and appreciation are two traits which naturally attract women, as they imply a woman can look forward to being with someone who has treasured a loving relationship. Not only that, but these two work together to make for a much stronger partnership as well. A high-value man is able to address challenges and setbacks with more positivity and productively, by concentrating on the good that exists within the relationship. This encourages emotional independence as well as mutual community, which leads to a stronger and an even more life-enhancing relationship. Also, cultivating gratitude and appreciation makes a man's life fuller in itself. As he focuses on what is best for him, it virtually means that the grass looks greener from a way which turns to be irresistible. This positive and optimistic mindset results in a healthier, happier relationship. Gratitude and appreciation for men gets to the heart of one interpretation on how a man can approach their personal life with sense experience. It creates an aura of satisfaction, optimism, and emotional well-being that is highly attractive and inspiring. A high-value man, by living this principle, is laying the groundwork for a rewarding and balanced relationship that allows both of you to grow stronger as individuals. 10. He remains true to himself. Remembering who you are and being true to yourself is a basic principle in the context of Stoicism. Value men know the value of authenticity and being true to his values and principles. This drive towards being genuine is hugely appealing as it creates a source of honesty, assurance, and self-worth. Example: a committed white man in thought, word, and deed, even when the rubber meets pavement, comes to a head. His steadfast commitment to being himself is simply a reflection of his character, and it engenders the respect or admiration of fellow humans. Women are usually interested in men who actually stay true to themselves because we are looking for someone that is real and preferably reliable. A high-value man who is authentic in his life may choose to follow an unpopular, low-paying path that connects with his values such as career or passion. This loyalty with his own self shows how much of an integrity and prideful he is, which further makes him the most desirable to other people. Stoicism teaches us that to live authentically is not only a refusal, but also an alignment of your actions with them, your true self and values. By enacting this principle, a high-value man lead to more sincere and satisfactory relationships. A woman is more likely to be attracted by a man who can remain true to himself than one who changes personality often, as this also indicates partnership materiality. Moreover, it increases the level of connectivity in an existing or budding relationship due to its native characteristic. Little did we know that authenticity could birth deeper connections. True to himself. A high-value man inspires his partner likewise, as one by being true and the other part of your own. This authenticity breeds honest companionship and support such that both partners increasingly feel as if they are heard. Living authentically means doing what you must to honor yourself, which includes boundaries that ensure your necessities are also respected. A high-value man looks first at his own health and happiness, recognizes the importance of self-care and respect for himself. This results in self-respect and confidence, which is something attractive. Essentially, the Stoic ideal to live in agreement with nature allows man to be better at creating and maintaining rewarding interrelatedness. This builds respect for yourself and others, the makings of a healthy, solid relationship. When a high-value man embodies this principle, he becomes the support and strength for his woman to navigate through life with her by being transparent. High-value man who adopts these Stoic principles is a walking, talking woman repellent because he's too busy being attractive. The above characteristics are more than merely skin deep, but speak to fundamental core values that elicit long-term bonds and meaningful relationships. It is through confidence, real encouragement, reciprocity, and listening that he begins to become this compelling force where women keep coming back because they want to, not suck the life out of him. Thanks for watching, and here's to wisdom in the good old everyday. We will continue learning new things and growing with one another. For more insights, I encourage you to watch one of the videos recommended on the screen. Until we meet again, remember, the biggest journey has to be with only inside our souls. Lastly, make sure to comment below, share, and hit that subscribe button for more of this stuff. Your participation is what enables us to continue growing and producing insights that our stakeholders value. See you next time.